want to look after people. Then, when I need it, they want to look after me.
Andrew, quick! Come on, quick!
Andrew, why don't you do something?
What? God.
CA Long. She's obviously just wiped out her airway. There's nothing we can do.
Claire, you can't give her that much.
She was in respiratory distress. I relieved her with diamorphine.
Claire, you killed her.
What happened was a recognised risk of relieving her distress. Andrew, I don't know if what I did was the right thing. Please don't think that any of this comes easier to me than it does to you.
Trevor?
Yes.
I want you to keep a very close check on Mr. Johnston's fluid output, and if there's any raise in temperature at all, I want to know straight away. Excuse me.
I told you not to come into
Wait
work.
a minute. You left before we could talk.
How's Thomas?
The bruise doesn't look so bad in the cold light of day. He's asking me if Mummy doesn't love him anymore. I'm taking the kids to your mother's. Just until you're through this.
Fine.
Monica, I've just got popped down to the pharmacy to correct a controlled drug, TTO.
Okay.
Aren't you supposed to be in theatre?
Have you done Mr. Williams' labs?
Yes.
What's his blood pressure?
It's 130/90.
That's good.
Can I have the keys to the fridge, please?
Of course you can. Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Docherty wants you to assist until Monica shows up.
No word from Dr. Broom yet.
Still not answered the bleep, Mr. Docherty.
Final swab count all correct, Mr. Docherty.
It's a pity they weren't so assiduous last time. Saved us having to fish out a swab that's been swinging around her insides for the last 2 years. I take it you remember the swab count should be one higher to account for the one we've removed. Oh. Prepare to open her up once again.
Good. Again. A deep breath. Fine. That's fine. Once more. Open your mouth. Open. Yeah. Good. That's you.
Hey, you wouldn't mind starting the heparin infusion for me, would you, Andrew?
Oh, sister, surely you don't need a doctor to start an infusion. Hello, Mrs. Johnson. How are you today?
As soon as you've finished here, Andrew, I'd like you to review Mr. Conroy's analgesia.
Hello?
He cries out in agony every time I move him.
Let's increase the driver to 400.
Andrew, these doses aren't even touching him.
Okay, I'll talk to Claire and see what Dr. Turner advises on the ward round.
Ken, we're going to increase your painkiller. It should make you more comfortable.
The way that man's been left to suffer is disgraceful. There was a message earlier. The phlebotomist in anticoagulation's off sick, so you'll have to do the bloods.
Pick you.
That PR was normal.
Was
Caroline, you still haven't told me if you're free to come out tonight.
I don't know.
What was all that?
I've increased his Stymorph to 400 milligrams over 24 hours.
Would you like to put in for us this leaving present?
Don't know from Adam. We can increase the dimorph to whatever it takes. For bony pain, regular IM, Voltrol's a good idea.
Do you seriously believe that's enough?
What do you advise, sister?
Well, I don't expect you to listen to a mere nurse.
Or someone with a millennia of experience, a decision-making engine. You go ahead and write that drug chart any way you want and I'll sign it for you. I will listen to you. The minute you make one decision or take one shred of responsibility for anything that happens on this ward.
The porter's worried that Mrs. Clark's too ill to go to X-ray. If you wanted to go, you'll have to take it yourself.
Every jobsworth in this hospital wants to dump their work on the busiest person here. If one of the domestic goes off, they have to clean the toilets as well.
Do you know, Andrew, you begin to sound just like Claire.
Ah, I don't often see your face around this neck of the woods. No one can get hold of Monica, so they bleed me to look at Betancourt's last aneurysm. Oh, I don't know why they bother with ITU beds for these AAAs. You'd better off reserving a plot in the boneyard. Does your cheerful disposition indicate a return to pumping sex action? Hooked up with an ex last week. Ah, I suppose you plundered the poor girl. She'll be walking funny for a few days. Oh. Look, James, I've never been to the ITU. Oh, I know. It is daunting for a houseman, but honestly, everyone is terribly friendly.
Oi, mush! Get that filthy white coat off, wash your hands with a hippie scrub, and ring that bloody bell before you waltz in there. Still no sign of Monica yet?
No,
She's been really down since she failed her exam.
I don't know a doctor who isn't depressed.
Maybe you should have a chat with her.
Look, I've lost at least 2 nights' sleep a week for the last year. I'm too tired and irritable to improve my social life, which is non-existent because the only people I meet are at work. Mates who didn't do well enough to get into medical school now make twice my salary for less than half the hours. I hate my work, but I'm so trapped I'm worried sick about not having found my next job yet. I've got enough problems of my own, okay?